group of a couple people. He's got like a little yes man. He's a annoying little bastard. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't spend a lot of time. I was in a camp that kind of stayed outside here in the thickets. They wouldn't really let me in the cave very much.
Group, what do you think of the odds we can sway more goblins to our side?
I think you were lucky to sway me.
I'd like to ask Croup, what are the odds of you persuading some goblins to join our side?
Nobody likes me.
Fair.
Like I said, there's usually a group of people on the left side of the cave, and then there's Clark on the right side of the cave, and Clark's little minion and his wolves. Did I mention the wolves before?
Wolves.
I like wolves.
No, first we're hearing of this.
I bet we can get the wolves on our side. I'm a ranger. I can click, clack, and I'm one with nature.
Yeah.
All right, what we could do, I don't know if you all have any other ideas, but we're all pretty stealthy. Most of us are pretty stealthy. We could try and sneak in there and see what we can see. I've got silent image and minor illusion. So push come to shove, I can make a goblin that tries to convince other goblins to come out of the cave. If we want to try and break it into smaller groups and ambush them.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could try and set up some sort of trap on the exterior of this cave, since Croup said this was the only entrance or exit.
Fair.
Thoughts?
That is correct. That's the only entrance and exit.
I think that sounds like a fair plan to me.
Well, I'm going to write out that, Corey and I, Corey's got a crossbow and I got a longbow. So, I mean, we could stand on the outside of the cave and let you guys draw them out. And we can just start firing arrows and picking them off one at a time. And then, let Creep go in there and bash him with the sword.
So, Sean, you said something about your character having people who weren't immediately hostile towards you want to fight with you. Is that correct?
Yes. Let's see here. Where do you find that on the character sheet? Because I was just thinking about that as well.
I think you were. What was it that you had, Sean? Are you thinking about thieves' camp or something like that?
Though they might fear you, commoners will extend every courtesy to you with
These
their
aren't commoners. That's just because of your background.
Yeah. Yeah, just commoners, unless you've shown them danger, they will take every armed. Yeah. But I do have some pretty keen persuasion skills, so I mean, we definitely got that going for us.
Right, your intimidation's pretty good. You speak Goblin, right?
I do.
So do I. Now we got to figure out if there's.
I can mimic Goblin.
I think you could also just hold
true.
your crossbow and stand outside.
I mean, if you guys can draw them
okay,
out,
hold on a second here.
I could mimic like, oh, help me, the bat in Goblin.
Yeah, I was going to say that could be a pretty keen plan, because if Kikuman can sit here and do some mimicry, we could tell them.
Not Kikuman.
And I don't know if this is where we plan stuff right now, guys, because I mean, this is kind of like jazz. I just want to sit here and just take Jordan's flute and just make music with him. And the plan here could be, we should just pop in there and just be like, hey, look, we've got 4 or 5 other goblins outside the cave here, and they've already agreed to join our quest. And then out there, Mr. Soy Sauce can be like, yeah, I'm a goblin and I like to do that kind of stuff. And like, he can kind of just mimic the voices of these other goblins that we're pretending that we've already had join our team.
So he can't mimic any voice that he hasn't heard. So he can't make a new voice. He can just make an exact replica of what he's heard.
But do all goblins sound the same?
But we've already had 2 goblin encounters. So
that's racist.
So theoretically, I've already heard, like, the goblins that we've killed, I've heard their voice, so I could mimic those goblins.
I think I can probably use my minor illusion to make a goblin voice that you can mimic as well. But I have to look into that. If we wanted to get more in depth.
I think that's a plan. I think you draw them out, Corey and I, and Croup. Does Croup have a crossbow? Can he stand by the entrance of the cave and after we shoot him and go?
Yeah. Yes, he has a crossbow.
Okay, and I
He
think
shot you with it before, or he shot Corey with it.
so. I think we should kind of get back to where we can just start pelting them with arrows, and then Sean and Jordan could get from behind and flank and just start taking them out one at a time, or two at a time.
Does anybody have oil in their possessions? I do. I can spread oil at the cave entrance if we have a way to light it. We can set.
I do have an oil flask as well. And because my character is a big fan of the film series Home Alone, I also have a grip load of ball bearings we can spread at the beginning of the cave entrance as well.
I have
That's an interesting
a tinder box and a torch.
All right. So you could have the torch lit, ready to light an arrow on fire, maybe. And once we come out, you can light we can douse the entrance with oil between Sean and I and anybody else. Then once we come out, you can light it on fire, maybe. Or do we want to convince them we're a part of like another goblin society and we want to recruit them, or that we were attacked by their goblin horde and they need to cut that shit out unless they want to start a war with another goblin horde?
There's no way that Croup caught us as prisoners, and
No way.
we're fake.
I mean, it is entirely possible I could have caught all of you as prisoners.
The only way that could work is if you helped Croup catch us as prisoners. You saw us attacking Croup and other goblins.
We could attack King these bitches.
Yeah, I'm kind of picturing like Lethal Weapon. I'm Mel Gibson, and he's Danny DeVito. No, the other guy. Who's the annoying sidekick they have all the time? Joe Pesci.
Croup.
Yeah.
While we're planning all this out, since Minor Illusion is a cantrip, I'm just gonna be throwing out a bunch of minor illusions as we're talking, of goblins saying common phrases or saying any phrases that may go along with this, so that Yip Yip can yip yip.
Yip yip.
Yip yip.
Corey, do you have any thoughts on any of this?
I like the idea of luring them out. That seems like the best plan.
All right. So do we want to lure them out by making them think there's a threat outside attacking their fellow goblins? Or, I don't know. How do we want to do this? Sounds like Sean and I are the most likely to go inside.
Mm-hmm.
I have Misty Step, so I can escape pretty easily. How do you think we should do it, Sean? Or anybody?
I like that idea. I like just going in like the original plan we had was.
So what we didn't actually solidify what that plan was, aside from dumping oil at the entrance and bringing them out. How do we convince them to come out? I could just stand at the entrance of the cave and play music and see if anybody comes to investigate too.
Like some kind of weird Pied Piper. Can you create a minor illusion outside of the cave, like their horde is still alive being attacked? We run inside, and then we bait them to run back out and have them chase us.
To give you guys a little bit of what's going on too, as you stand outside this cave, you hear a very loud waterfall somewhere deep in the cave that kind of drowns out everything as you kind of just like enter the cave. Like you just tell it's very loud.
So they're not going to hear us anyways then.
Correct.
So
it's very dark and very loud inside this cave.
So you're going to have to go in there like room 1 and see what you see and try to convince them to follow you or I don't know. I'm a Kinku. I'm not creative. I just know I want to shoot shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is
Bird brain.
is this waterfall loud enough to block out like yells or music being played loudly
Yes.
as well? Like, okay,
Yeah, it's
all right.
very like it is. You would have to yell standing right next to each other to hear the person right next to you.
Gotcha.
Well, then let's just
Sean,
go
just
in.
so you know, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Do we all want to, or do we want to try and set up a trap still?
Well, we could, if depending on like what the layout of the cave is, if it's set up in rooms, we could find like one room to where we can draw them into, and do that, and then maybe put the fire around the entrance so we can block them from escaping. But then they have to engage us in that one confined space that we can control.
Maybe we can, if there's one room just inside, we can set up like oil on the ground on both sides of the room so we can trap them and pelt arrows inside.
Yeah.
I like it. But we still need to figure out how we're going to bring them out. Do we just, do we go in and, I don't know. Do
What
you
about
go in
what
with
about
Croup?
Yeah, what about Croup? What? How about we get Croup to take one of you like a prisoner, and then he's like, "I got more. Like, come on, follow me. I got a whole gang of them in here. Let's go kill them all." And then they run into the rest of us.
So I can do, like you were saying, silent image, which will make, I can make a 15-foot image. I can make a bunch of the goblins that are supposed to be on guard right outside, and then I can minor illusion in one of their voices, because we probably heard them talking when we came up, to shout to to them, basically to come look at this or something like that. Basically, have you go inside with Croup, say that you saw some adventurers attack the caravan, or like at the caravan where we fought before, kill everybody but Croup, and you rescued him, but there may be more coming, or something like that. I don't know. You can wing it. You're a smart guy.
We need
So that you can like lure them to come out here. Right.
Okay,
Basically.
So are we going in under the guise then that Croup has captured me and or you, and you've got this illusion of more goblins? You know, that way it looks a little more realistic.
I was assuming you were going to go in with Croup, say that you saved Croup against.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, since you're half work, against a bunch of no good human and I don't know, a bunch of
guys. It's the damnedest thing. There's 4 guys out there, and they all got wooden legs.
You know, whatever you got to say to sell it. You could say it's elves. You know, whatever goblins hate, just say it's them. Be like, yeah, I saved
Goblins
Croup.
hate everybody.
All right, well, you saved Croup and
Saved Croup from a bunch of dirty farmers.
And got back here. They need reinforcements if they're going to secure the payload.
I like it. Do it. I'm going to go in there with Croup.
All right, I'm going to put my oil here at the cave entrance. Actually, I guess before I go to the cave entrance, I want to get stealthy. I want to sneak. So, forgot how to do this.
Okay, so that's where you're putting your oil at. You see the blue.
Yeah.
And then, Rob, how far away would I have to be to throw my torch? Like,
you can throw your torch about, I think it's like 30 feet. I think.
So I mean, kind of like where Sean's at right now.
Yeah.
Rob, rather than where you said, like if you look at the left-hand corner of I'm not going to put the oil in the water, so I'll just spread as much of it I can on the actual like path.
You can probably just draw a shape where you want to put the oil at.
Well, I'm gonna do the stealth first and kind of go up there to see if there's a better place to put the oil.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have Sean, when he goes in, tell me if there's a good spot to do that, so that I don't give up the ghost.
Croup says, I haven't been too far into the cave. I just know that, like, when you first enter the cave, there's some wolves tied to a stalagmite. because whatever they are, the one that's on the floor, that's a stalagmite, because tights hang to the ceiling. At least that's what I was taught.
Stalactite.
So stalagmites. There's 3 wolves usually.
Are there any goblins? Because I have like animal.
The goblins usually stay deeper in the cave, from what I understand.
So is there? Maybe I should sneak into the cave and try to use my animal handling skills and see if I can get any of these wolves to calm down and be on our side. Because I think they'd be valuable to have a wolf or 2 that we can use to attack with. And then you guys can go in deeper in the cave where these goblins are. I think that's a good plan.
Croup, do you know if these goblins are well fed? Or I mean, these wolves are well fed, or are they starved? Are they treated
No,
well by
they've
the
starved the wolves because that makes them angrier.
I mean, I have
food you can.
Well, you know the last couple times we did a nature check, I knocked it out of the park. So we have plenty of rations. So I mean, I have in my rations, I have like deer meat and whatever. We can feed the wolves real quick.
I mean, I think it sounds pretty good so far.
I think it'd be smart if you've got more rations, because all I have is that bag of
Hold on,
apples.
don't discuss this. I'm going to take a piss real fast. We've been playing 30 minutes and you guys have done nothing. So I'm going to let you guys.
We've done everything.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go.
We've learned about ourselves.
Yeah. So
if Preston has a bunch of rations, why don't I take some of those rations with me, and just as a precaution, I could, Hansel and Gretel these wolves off to the side. Like,
but do you have nature handling? Because as a ranger, I can subdue these wolves to our cause. That's the thing. I don't know that
that works for me.
So maybe we should sneak in together and get the wolves on our side first, and then proceed with the plan.
So, Croup's taking a restroom break. I was going to say, are these wolves normally like a layer of defense, or are they back there like just kicking it around with these goblins?
I'm pretty sure they're a layer of defense because they're starved.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Because I have -1 on nature, so I definitely am not going to be sitting here like luring these things and making them want to join unless they're common folk. Are these wolves common wolves?
No.
Because if so, they will fight with me.
No.
I'm not so sure that will work the way you'd hoped. Man, it's too bad that Yip Yip doesn't have speak to animals.
I think I might. What would that be under? Because
I believe it would be under spells.
Animal handling, I have a +4.
I mean, that's not bad in and of itself, but that's not. Yeah, I was talking about specifically, like it's a spell that lets you speak to animals.
Oh, I think
I am back.
I think with that +4 with animal handling, I is that right, Rob? With my animal handling being a +4, I should be able to subdue one of these wolves to our side.
Hey, Rob, my character just starts walking in.
Hold on. Preston, animal handling is not magic. You just don't. You can't just just be like, "Hey, this wolf's our friend now." I mean, basically, it's like, "Hey, calming a wolf down that may be angry" or something like that.
Okay.
So it's not like magic. Like you're like, "Oh, you're taming an animal." That takes a lot more skill than one die roll.
No, Preston walks into the den and he just looks at him and goes, "I'm the captain now."
Yeah.
All right, Corey, you said you're gonna walk in.
Yep.
Okay. As soon as you get into the cave, it becomes very, very dark because you're human and you can't see.
If he's just walking in, I leave.
You leave where?
Like I'm not about to get like ganged up on by a bunch of goblins for this dude that I don't even know. Like he's blowing our element of surprise. Like hell no. I guess maybe I'll wait outside in the bushes to see if something happens. I don't know. I'll get my
Okay, and because of Jordan's decision to spite him, I follow shortly after Corey into the cave as well.
Well, I'm saying, you know what? You guys are on your own. Good luck with them wolves. I'm
Fair.
staying out here with my bow and arrow to the ready.
Yep. I've got my vicious mockery ready too.
Yep. Now,
I have a torch. How do
You know what?
I go about using that?
When I light
You
the
could just say you light your torch, Corey.
when I light the cave entrance on fire, I hope you guys get caught inside. You know what?
Has Jordan laid his oil?
Yeah, so much for being a team.
No, I haven't at this point because I was going to wait till you go inside to kind of scout for the best place to lay it. But
yeah. So as we walk in, I turn around and flip the bird to Jordan, and I dump my oil on the entrance to the cave. And Corey and I we make our way into the cave.
I cast sleep on both of them.
And I just laugh and toss another bird behind my back because I have ball bearings in my ears.
Okay, so Corey, do you want to move your character up to the lip of the cave, and Sean, where? If you guys want to do like an order of how you guys are going into this cave.
I'm definitely going after Corey because he took off on his
Mr. Big
own.
Brain
And
Man.
well, no, because Corey, you weren't paying attention. Corey took off into the cave, and you reverted back, and so I went in after Corey because I'm.
That's a cave wall you just walked into.
Well, we can't walk in the water.
I'm having difficulty moving my character for some reason.
It's all the alcohol.
It's that peg leg.
You're moving.
You have to. There we go.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's back you up for just a second. Just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps ascend to a small, dank chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with stench of animals. 3 chained wolves snarl and rattle their chains as you approach the cave mouth. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of the stalagmite.
Good luck with that -1 animal handling, Corey and Sean.
True.
I got +4 deception. I'm going to feed Corey to the wolves.
Then why even follow him in there?
Because he can't feed himself to the wolves.
Fair.
Okay, so to get this party started, Corey, what do you want to do, buddy? We walked in, we saw the wolves.
You said they're in this cave to the right.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to put them on there. I'm trying to find the layer tool. I really should have spent some time relearning this program since the last time we played.
All right.
Oh shit, that's
You
a
see
big
the
boy.
legend?
Yeah, I see one. Ooh.
Yeah. But they can't actually.
Meow.
You said they're chained up. So
Yeah, they
For now, they're
snarl
chained
and yip at you and kind of.
Okay, so as we pass by the wolves, still thankfully for now chained, can I toss in a handful of apples that I have on me from that tree?
Sure, you can throw some apples in there.
Dude,
Yeah, do I roll anything, or do I just toss the apples?
They're wolves,
Just toss
man.
the apples.
They ain't gonna eat apples.
You've never starved before, have you? I think they might sniff at least.
So,
The apples back at the Kikoman factory only eat flim le mignon.
Flem le mignon. Nice.
Flim,
That's
yeah.
the good stuff.
We have croup cough on it.
so how many apples are we throwing in there?
I'm throwing 6 apples.
how
Okay.
many did you have?
I had 20 in the cart on the thing before we dumped it.
All right. So you throw a few apples in, and immediately the wolves are kind of yipping and fighting over them. And then they all kind of get one apple, and they're just kind of like, and they're still snarling as you kind of stand there, and you see them kind of pulling on that chain.
Mm-hmm. So, Corey, if I didn't know any better, I would say we ought to tiptoe back out of this cave because I feel like we're in way over our heads. I've been on my own long enough to know that we're not going to win this fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
How far into the cave did you get, Corey? Just as far as you...
I walked past them. I marked it.
Okay. As you kind of walked into the cave and you look, you can kind of, your torchlight kind of hits that bridge. There's a bridge up ahead of you, like above.
To the north.
You see that bridge there?
Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of get a little closer, you see some movement up there, and you see somebody kind of like walk away from, like walk down off the bridge and off to the right.
Okay. So they're presumably coming to see what the dogs are snarling at. The wolves are snarling at.
No, they didn't walk that direct. Because see, like the way the bridge is over the ravine that you guys are kind of in, it looks like there's another cave passage maybe that they went back into.
Okay.
And let me hold on just a second, Corey, kind of give you an idea. The main passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply towards the stream, plunging and splashing down it. West side is in the shadows. A side passage leads west across to the other side of the stream. So, I don't think you can. So you kind of see over here too. There's like a little passage. It looks like it's like kind of like there's a little ledge that you can climb up over there as well. And you think that's where Kroof was talking about. If you took that ledge over there, that you would probably run into the Yimmick Goblin. Yimmick and the Goblin. So what are you guys doing?
I don't know.
Well,
but
we
if
should
we're
probably try
continuing
and...
on, then Preston, you should check your Discord.
What now?
Sorry, go ahead. I was just saying, if they continue on, then Preston, you should check your Discord messages. Since we're outside, I assume we'll be chatting.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Corey and Sean. I'm not trying to interrupt what y'all are doing.
I mean, I definitely think at this point, like, we've seen these snarling wolves, and clearly this cave is inhabited. My vote is we turn back around and try to convince these other yahoos to come in with us or do something, because I feel like if we just go in there, we're just going to get slaughtered, especially if Kroop's still outside the cave.
It doesn't look like we have to even engage the wolves, so...
Mm-hmm. At this point, we don't have to, but the more pissed off they get, the more they're going to put tension on those pins and that stalactite. And I mean, we're not sure how old those chains are. They could snap. I feel like I could take on one wolf, but not two.
All right, so you guys are coming back out of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys want to move yourselves back out of the cave?
I mean, Corey, is that what you want to do? Or you want to stay in?
I mean, we should get everybody together.
Yeah.
So does this mean we're abandoning our plan to try and lure them out, or...
No, we're going to come back out and tell you guys what we saw while we were in there. You know, once you walk inside the mouth of the cave, you see kind of an opening. There's a little room cut out, and there are 3 starving wolves that are chained up to a stalactite. A little farther in past that room, we saw a bridge. Somebody's lurking around the bridge, and there's also another room off to the left as you come around the bend, following the stream that goes into the cave.
I don't think we necessarily need to lure them out if the rooms seem to be pretty divvied up, so...
Well, if he's not looking to lure them out, then I think we should at least... Do we know how well those wolves are staked to that stalagmite?
We don't.
You've seen that there were some rods that were kind of staked into the stalactite. You kind of, when you guys were starting to walk out, you kind of seen that one of those rods looked like it could give away, because like you seen the wolf kind of jerk on it a few times, and you seen like kind of like some part of the rock particles kind of falling. It's deep in there, but you definitely get the feeling that it probably would not hold if you were just stand there and goad the wolves.
So we don't know what's
How-
on the other side of the wolves. So I mean, maybe if that little path leads into an empty room, we could lay the oil in front of the wolves. I could nature handle or animal handle, calm them down. We all go in that other room, and then we try to get Croup to bring them back, and then set it on fire.
We're just gonna roast the wolves. We're just gonna burn them.
They ain't living the good life. We'd be doing them a favor, just like at the end of Old Yeller.
Jesus.
That's all I'm saying.
I
need
was going to
to
suggest we feed them and set them free, but
Yeah, I need to roll for Sarah McLachlan's Arms of an Angel.
Play that song, Jordan.
Jesus. Okay, what are we doing, boys? We gonna go back in
right.
there?
how about, since we know the wolves are there, we know Preston's got good animal handling, and he's got meat, we go in there and have Preston feed the wolves to calm them down and maybe look to let them go? What do you guys think? If with animal handling he can tell that they're less likely to attack us.
Yep, I like that.
Then
And Jordan has not spilled his oil yet, but my oil is still at the base of the cave.
Oh, where did you put, like, move your character to where you put the oil so I can put a mark?
Okay. Pretty much like right where Corey is, just right there at the entrance.
Okay.
That seems like a good spot for me to be standing.
Mm-hmm. I put it earlier. You're fine.
And
I'm not going to lie.
Got it on your wood leg, too.
Like right there?
Yeah, Corey you got some of it on your peg leg when you walked in.
I mean, that would be fitting for the character. Sad as it might result.
All right. So what are we doing?
All right, so I guess I'm going to go in here to the wolves. And
All
I'm going to go too because my mentality is no one goes alone.
Oh.
I'm also going to go, but before I go, I'm going to do a stealth roll. I'm going to sneak in there.
And then I'm gonna give the wolves the meat from my ration. Kind of feed them, and then I'm gonna roll animal handling so that to know if it's safe that if I let them loose that they'll exit the cave.
All right. So since you're giving them food first, make me a animal handling roll, but roll it twice with advantage and take the highest one.
I got 17.
I don't have any way to see this. Oh my god!
Rob, how big are these wolves?
And
in
I got
comparison to us?
I got 16.
They're medium-sized wolves.
Mm-hmm.
So
17
They're
and
wolf-sized
16.
wolves.
They're saying basically the same. They're just your typical wolves that you would see on TV, bigger than dogs.
Okay.
So
all right.
17.
17.
Roll?
Yeah.
Okay. So they kind of look you down as it eats the food, and it seems like they're not ready to. They're like almost looking for more food, but like you get that feeling that if you were to unchain them, that they would probably just take off.
Okay. Do I
think that's what we wanted, right?
That's what we wanted. So, what do I need to roll for that?
You just go over there and you can just take them. You can unhook the chain on them.
All right, I'm gonna go to this one.
I'm gonna be.
All right, so you go to that one, and it kind of snarls a little bit, and then kind of calms down and sees that you're trying to go for the collar, and as soon as you unhook that collar, it takes off like out of the cave, and kind of stands there at the entrance of the cave where Corey's at, and kind of looks back and yips a couple of times, like, is everybody else coming?
These wolves are totally.
We're
all out of the cave. They're gonna murder Croup.
Gonna get that guy there.
They're gonna be like, these goblins starved us. There's one by himself right there at the mouth of the cave. Poor Croup is fucked.
So you got no. We got to move. I got to move you, Preston, because you're right on top of them. Same thing happens. You don't have to roll anything. You got to basically
Boom.
And they all take off out of the cave and disappear.
All right. Is there anything in that room that we didn't see before because of the dogs?
So, laying
Oh,
in the so basically at the end of this tunnel, or it's not really a tunnel, you notice that there's a shaft up above, and there's all this trash and like rotted like food pieces that are left over, like old bones and stuff. Just kind of like looks like some stuff was thrown down the chute above your head.
Dirty goblins.
Like like they used it as a trash.
Poor wolves.
Mm-hmm.
But it is like a shaft, and it is like it's big enough that somebody could actually try to climb up there.
Are there torches on the walls in this cave?
They are not.
Okay.
Goblins all have dark vision, so they don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can't see anything unless you've got a torch lit or
So-
have a light spell or something.
Sean and I are the only ones that have dark vision.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I've got a plus
Ever.
2 in athletics, so I might be inclined to climb up that little shaft.
I am gonna opt for my original plan to stay outside.
Because you don't want to be seen.
Right. I mean, unless I can sneak with them by like hearing or something like that, just because I don't want to give us
Mhm.
away by
I mean-
following with a light.
Corey has already carried a torch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. I will follow pretty far behind if Corey's continuing to go.
Okay,
Am I the
where's
only one
shaft
who
at?
doesn't have dark vision or night vision or whatever it's called?
I don't either.
Guys,
Okay.
I'm feeling good about this. So we got rid of the wolves. That's one threat down. 25 more to go.
Mhm.
Huzzah!
Mhm.
So, Sean, did you say you were going to try to climb up that
I
shaft?
am. I'm going to try to climb that shaft.
All right, I need you to give me a strength athletics roll.
Okay.
so,
Wait,
Sean,
did you
you
roll?
kind of jump up and put your hands on the side of the cave, and you're trying to reach
Mhm.
for purpose, and you try to pull yourself up, but you just can't quite get a good grip, and you kind of just slide back down to the ground.
Can I give it a
Yes, I think.
Can I give it a shot? I'm +0 in strength athletics, but I feel like I could do better than what Sean did. So
Aren't you like
Right,
a
you're
bird?
just trying to do it
Can't
to
you just
show 'em
like
up.
fly it?
no, I'm
You
not
can't
allowed.
fly.
I'm not allowed to fly, Corey. The gods
cursed.
The gods took away my wings.
Oh, okay.
And gave him man hands.
16. What does that get me?
All right, so you
My
kind
respect.
of jump, you kind of
That hard to get.
just kind of jump up and you pull yourself into this little crevice, and you kind of put your wings, your hands. You don't have wings. You don't have wings like that.
He
So
has
you kinda
man
put your-
hands.
You put your hands on the side of the cave, and you're able to kind of push yourself up, and you're really pushing hard, and you get about halfway through the tunnel, and I need you to make me one more strength roll.
Strength roll or athletics?
Strength athletics.
Because oh shit! What?
Oh boy.
That's a critical fail right there. Shit.
Welcome to my world, pal.
So you go to pull yourself up again, and like you're like one of your claws just kind of like scrapes the wall and doesn't get purchased and kind of like bends and cracks, and you fall, and you just fall right to the ground, and you take 3 points of damage.
Hold on. What's my ability to catch him when he falls?
Give me a strength roll, athletics.
I don't athletic. Okay.
Come on, baby. Come on.
16.
So Preston, you still take 1 point of damage, and Sean, you also take 1 point of damage because you caught him, but he fell pretty hard onto you.
He elbowed me right in the nose.
Yeah. Even though you caught him, but you didn't take he didn't take the brunt of it, but you had to take a little bit of the brunt too because you
That's what we do here. We share the load.
Yeah.
shared the load.
Thanks,
Walking
Samwise.
back and forth.
All right.
If there was light enough for me to be in there and I had witnessed all that, I would have vicious mockery
that's-
their way too,
that's-
just to
That's
put a
the
cap on
secret. That's a secret. No one has to see because we're the only ones with dark vision.
Yep.
This is
I mean,
a
Corey's
swimming
probably standing there
success.
with a torch, and
No, Corey's in the mouth of the cave. He ain't even inside anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
Corey's too far back.
So
I just look at them and say, I could have done it better.
You couldn't see. You're about the mouth of the cave.
so
he also has one arm.
so
and a
Rob,
foot.
this area over here, is this what we're trying to climb up in?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I still think that this is a good spot to plan the ambush. So I think that we should try to start luring them in because I could be like right here and still get them with my arrows. We get Corey where Sean is. I still think that's a plan. We'll get Croup in the middle. I think we should do that.
So you're gonna get Croup in the middle of. Unwanted.
Is this
Like
area
right there.
Yeah, so Croup's right there, and then Corey needs to be where Sean is. Or
Is this area right here? Have we seen this? Where my character is right now?
Hold on.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Corey has seen that.
Because that
Croup-
might be a good spot. Like if we put
Croup has
oil
said that's where if you could.
right
if,
here.
That's the place that
Okay.
Croup was talking about. That if you were to go up that way, you would run into Yimmick and his boys.
Mhm.
Oh, gotcha.
and that's not the bugbear.
Well, then that seems.
No, Clark is the bugbear.
Okay, so I think we need to start luring those guys out and bringing them into here.
We could even get them to go past the entrance. I can minor illusion the dogs in here or the wolves in here,
Mhm.
so they think everything's fine. They go past, and we come out behind them.
Yeah, because if Corey
Can
and
I-
Jordan were to
Can I
be
like
here
walk in
and-
there and like wave at them and just be like, "Hey guys," and then just kind of like turn around and take off and get them to chase me?
Has anybody seen my leg?
I mean, so far you guys. So basically, where that wall ends up there, there's like a little bit of like a 6-foot ledge that you have to climb up on. It's not like a straight path. It's like a couple of ledges that you have to climb up on from where
Mm.
you can see.
Mm.
So it's not like just hey walk in there and run. It's like you'd have to climb down and jump down like a couple of 6-foot ledges.
The path on the left.
Yeah.
Which we
Oh,
don't
okay.
want to send the one-legged
Sorry,
man
this
to do that.
2D map is tough to determine
Mm-mm.
depth and height on.
Right.
Mhm.
Sounds like a good place for me to put my oil too.
So if
If anybody
if
doesn't object, I'm gonna do that.
yeah, you're fine. Might as well use it.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that right in this area.
Okay. Right here.
I don't know how to. Yeah. Well, like. Yeah, on the ground in there. More like
Diagonal in the opening.
here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Where
okay,
we can
hold on.
see it easier from down here and like shoot a flaming arrow.
Let me be able to delete that. So you said like at an angle? Is that what you're
Yeah.
like here?
Like kind of.
Like across the opening, so
I don't see it.
Oh, across the opening.
yeah.
Right. Like following the cave wall surrounding the opening. Like basically just along the river. I just don't have a way to draw it.
Yeah.
So
You
like
should
if you
have one.
followed.
If you look on the side of your screen, you should see like a. Do you not have the little paintbrush?
Oh, I do. Okay, I found it. You're right.
Okay.
All right. So, does Sean go in and pull them back out with the help of Croup? Is that the plan?
Mm-hmm.
We wait here to ambush. Is anybody waiting outside, or are we all going to be in the cave?
I mean, Corey's
We're
still
all in.
outside, so
I mean,
Corey,
I'm in. It's just it's a pain for me to move my character.
where do you
'cause I
want to
have
be at, Corey? Where do you want me to move you?
Just with the group.
Like
If
right
Corey
there?
sits where I'm
that's
at,
on.
theoretically, he could sit there and see outside and still be hiding in the dark.
Well, no,
Let's
he
see
wouldn't be
folks'
hiding in the
zoom.
dark. He's got a torch.
Did he put the torch out?
I can put the torch out.
So
but
then we can't see.
but then we need Corey to throw the torch on the oil so they couldn't escape. So
Mm-hmm. He can't light the torch.
Boy, we're having all kinds of problems here, aren't we, gentlemen?
yeah,
Shit. I mean, we could have Corey outside waiting to throw the torch, but then we don't have anybody for the torch up there. Maybe this oil thing's just not going to work out at all.
well,
I carry a tinder.
yeah. Sean has a tinder
ahead.
box. You should have a
Mhm.
torch in your adventurer pack, Sean.
I looked earlier and didn't see it, man.
Well,
In-
regardless, if Corey's planning on staying with us, then and he's got a torch, then we're kind of giving up our spot out here. So
Well,
maybe,
then I can
Corey
go
and I should be
that's not an
outside.
issue.
Mhm.
and then you two can sneak up behind them.
I do have a torch.
Maybe we could even just send in our buddy here, whose name I definitely didn't forget.
Crew?
Yep. Maybe we could just send him in to say that we're being attacked, or they're being attacked, to try and draw people out here. And then Yip Yip and Sean's guy can wait where the wolves are. Yip Yip can make snarling wolf noises as they pass by because he's Yip Yip.
Yeah.
And they'll run outside. We light it on fire, so we split their forces in half after. I don't fucking know.
I know that's
I like that. Let's
I
wing
like
it.
that idea. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's roll with it. Let's do that.
If Croup will do it. All right.
So what's going on? What's going on?
So, what's going on is we're going to ask Croup if he's willing to go in and say that the base is under attack and they need help.
Outside.
Then Corey and I are outside, and Sean and Preston, I should learn the names, are inside the dog area where, like, they kind of hide around the corner and make growling dog noises. Yip Yip does, since he can mimic them. They come outside, hopefully, and don't attack them because they're not growling dogs. Hopefully, this is enough of a corner that they can't, see around right here. They come out. We light the entrance on fire after Yip Yip and like Sean and Preston come out behind him,
Okay,
and then we split their forces.
fine. I'll go talk to him.
Remember
You-
to be out in front of the group so that you don't get caught up in the fire.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leo gets.
That was to our goblin friend.
Okay, so he walks up. And it's very loud. You can't really hear anything. You guys kind of see him go towards this escarpment, and kind of it just becomes dark after that. You can't really see where he's at. And he's gone 10 minutes. What are you guys doing?
Sean, are you going to light this part on fire as they come out? Is that a part of our plan? We didn't really discuss that.
Which part?
The entrance that Croup's going in to like try and stall any reinforcements.
Yes, I'll throw that because I feel like it's more fair that I light your oil than you have to light mine.
Wait, what?
Part of the bonding process. Yep.
Corey's the one lighting bad oil. So we got to make sure that those two are out. That Yip Yip and Sean's character are out and safe before we light the oil out here. I don't know if it's even worth trying to light the oil in the back since you guys don't have a ready source of fire.
Yeah.
I've got a torch.
Yeah, but it's not lit.
How long does it
You know
take to
what I
light a torch?
I don't know. How long does it take to light a torch, Rob?
It takes like it's a free action. It's like 1 second.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Ignore everything I've just said. Unimportant.
Did.
All right,
Done.
plan.
Thank you.
We got
Appreciate
this.
it. You're the best. Yeah.
It's okay. So it's been 10 minutes. What are you guys doing?
I am trying to hide in the brush,
Okay.
right where my character's at.
Go ahead and make me a hide skill.
Stealth.
There should be like, stealth.
Or okay. 20.
Okay. Oh, good job. So it's been
Thank you.
10 minutes now. Now it's been 20 minutes. What are you guys doing?
Is Croup not?
Been 20
I'm still
minutes?
just
Is
standing
Croup
here.
not leading them out? Because I can't make my fake wolf noises till I hear them walking by.
It's now been 30 minutes.
What happened to Croup? Where's he at?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we lost our little Bo Howard. We lost our little Leo
Jim
Getz.
Howard.
What? Joe Pesci.
Clint Howard.
Clint Howard.
It's
Where's
now
he
been
at?
40 minutes.
It's
All
been
right,
40
Corey.
minutes. Okay. Go ahead.
What do we want to do? I was going to say, we can't really talk, all four of us, since you two are in the cave and Corey and I are on the outside of the cave. I feel like we can't be the ones to initiate because we don't want to give your position away.
Mm-hmm. So I walk out to the front of the cave and furrow my brow at you guys and then walk back inside.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, Rob, if I'm like over here, am I able to mimic goblin speech to wherever this little Bo Howard Bob guy is, to where they could hear that?
You can't hear anything over the sound of the waterfall inside the cave.
So even if I'm like past the oil up in here, they still can't hear me.
No.
Oh,
The cave is so loud.
And so me being able to
Did
speak.
you actually walk up there?
well, no, I'm theoretically my character is still here. I just wanted to know, like,
Oh, okay.
if I'm
Gotcha.
here.
Mhm.
There I am. I just want to know because I feel like something's going on, and either this guy betrayed us or he's in trouble. And I thought maybe if I got in further enough, I could start, help! They're attacking. Let's go get them. And I didn't know where I needed to be to try to do that.
I mean, you don't know what's up there. All you see is the escarpment. You haven't climbed up there and you haven't looked.
Yeah. Since I can speak Goblin, I'm going to scuttle over here and see if I can't shimmy up that wall a little bit to be able to hear what's going on.
So, John, as soon as you get over there to the escarpment, you see Croup laying dead on the ground.
Fuck me. All right, I'm going to roll for. I'm getting out of this. I'm going back to the village and just going to get schnockered.
I need you to make me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. I got to do good at this because I've been jack at everything else.
God, I was hoping Ron Howard would stay with us till the end.
I know, same. Now I'm pissed off.
It's a good guess. It's his brother. All right, 18.
Okay, so as you kind of get looking, like you're like looking at Croup's body, all of a sudden you see a giant poisonous snake come, like that was wrapped around him, just kind of like pop its head up and look towards you.
I'm gonna roll for being pissed off. Okay, so I see the snake. How big a snake is this bad boy? Less than
It's
5
giant,
feet.
so it's like
Giant.
it's like about the same size as you.
Oh, fair. Okay, well, shit, it's pissed, right? It's coming right at me. So,
Well,
how close
it
is
just popped its head up. It was basically it didn't surprise you because you guys seen each other at the same time.
Okay, cool. So I got a
Intimidated.
short bow. Yeah, I do have a lot of intimidation. I'm not sure what it does. Do I just go, "Ugh," and then it like slithers off, or is it going to be better for me just to sit
Not
here and like
letting
try to?
My building, my floor is at an incline, so I have to hold my feet here. Otherwise, I roll backwards.
Oh, really? Damn.
It's
That
awful.
sounds annoying. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the snake is kind of here. You see it pop up and try to get you,
Mhm.
And so, I mean, you guys could both roll initiative.
Fuck it, yeah, I'm pissed, man. I want to kill something.
Am I
Let's roll
able?
initiative.
Am I able to help in this at all?
Did you follow him? Because you don't hear anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, because remember, you cannot hear any sound in this cave.
Can I choose to
And
go?
I'm not.
So after they get into the fight, like a couple turns in, can I like where the hell's Quasgog? Can I then join?
Yeah, I mean, you could if you're thinking, oh, he's been gone. But how long would you wait? Because he was only if he was going to go try to find the goblin, how long are you going to wait? I
Like
mean,
5-10 minutes.
So I've only been gone for like 5 minutes.
you've been gone. He's been gone like 30 seconds, and he's
Okay.
done found Croup dead.
Oh yeah. So let's say 5 minutes. Let me know when 5 minutes in game time, and then I'll go and investigate.
Fair.
If
How
he hasn't
close?
killed-
I
If he
am
has-
kind of interested after the scowl and going to see what's going on, so I'm going to try and sneak into the dog area. If that's okay.
All right, Rob. How close am I to this snake?
Well, you guys are standing right now. I need you to roll initiative, Sean.
All right.
You remember where that's at?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
All right. So you
What'd you
see the
roll?
snake pop up, and it's your turn first. So what are you doing?
What am I gonna do? He's too close for me to shoot a bow and arrow, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I can definitely attack with my bare hands. So what I'm gonna
You
do?
have a sword, Sean.
I know. I was gonna say I can attack with my bare hands. So I definitely pulled out my rapier, and I just took a
Poke,
big
poke.
meaty swing at this thing's head.
Okay, so roll your attack.
Oh, there it is. 16.
Now, are you using 2-weapon fighting or no? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, you know what? I don't know what that is.
Oh, we talked about this on the last.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was.
All right.
Perfect.
So give me a damage roll now because you did hit.
Okay, I hit with my rapier, and then my damage roll.
Oh, damn. That's a pretty good shot.
I was really fond of old Clint Howard. And then I do that two-hand fighting thing. Remind me how to do that.
You have to have another weapon equipped. You'd have to have a dagger
Mm-hmm,
or
I got
something
daggers.
like another. Or I guess you could. Do you have daggers?
I do have
Yeah,
daggers.
Go ahead. You can go ahead and it's just damage, right? That's what it was damage. Is
Yeah.
where did you get?
Mhm.
Yeah. So go ahead and
Just roll
roll.
damage.
Roll. No. You still got to
Okay.
hit. So I need you to roll your dagger.
Oh, roll my dagger. Okay.
Okay.
18.
Oh, that's a hit. So go ahead,
Mhm.
and we're gonna go ahead and roll your damage, but we're gonna take the bonus from it, the +3 or whatever it is on it.
Mhm. 2 and a 5.
So okay, so you kind of reach out. You see the snake kind of curl itself up. You take your rapier and you stab at it. You try to pierce at it. You hit it pretty good, like kind of hit it in the neck, and you kind of come in with the dagger and kind of scrape across where the little bumps are on
Eyeball. It goes
Okay.
in the eyeball.
It doesn't go in the eyeball because you didn't kill it. It has 1 hit point left.
Got 2 eyes too, Rob. I think I can take one of them.
So
Fair. Okay, whatever.
and the snake is going to kind of go for you.
Mhm.
And oh man, 22 hits.
It's been 5 minutes.
You're going to take 5 points of damage, Sean.
That's
And
not bad.
I
I
need
still
you to
got
me to
4.
make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
What does that mean?
Just whether he's poisoned or not.
Yep.
How do you do that?
So if you look at your character sheet, you should see a savings throw section. You see it?
It's on your main page. Abilities, saves, senses. And then underneath where it says, your strength, dexterity, constitution, charisma, wisdom, and intelligence, you said saving throws.
Mm-mm.
and then your Constitution is +2.
It should be right there, Sean. What kind of character sheet are you looking at?
Do I hit? I push the Constitution button. Is that what I hit?
Yes.
No, no, it's at that.
The one under the saving throw tab.
Okay.
My screen's different from yours.
Ooh, 19.
All right. So
Mhm.
you made your con save, which is pretty good because you would have taken another
Yeah,
10 points of
forget
damage,
this.
and you would have been dead.
Forget this snake. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, the snake reaches out and it bites onto you, and you can kind of feel the venom in your veins, but you kind of were able to kind of like bite. Just kind of hold your fist down, and you can kind of see the venom kind of leak out. Like you didn't get a good hold.
Yeah, I've
And
had
so-
whiskey stronger.
Yeah. All right, so it's the next round. John, what are
Oh,
you
my
doing?
turn? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I'm real pissed. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. So I've got this rapier, and I'm just going to aim. We don't know how many hit points this thing has, do we?
It has 1 hit point left. Sean.
I mean,
Great.
Rob said
I'm gonna
one
take-
more.
I'm taking. Well, look, I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to take this rapier, and I'm just going to aim it straight at this thing's eyeball, and we're just going to just drive it in.
Oh, there it is.
Damn!
24.
Did you roll a nat 20?
No,
Did you roll a
19.
nat 20? Oh, okay.
19
Go
plus
ahead
a
and
4.
roll your damage.
Mm-hmm. And as I do that, I whisper, "This one's for Croup."
Okay, and the snake dies.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of stick it into the eyeball and find purchase, and it goes right in the
Yep.
eyeball, and the snake just kind of goes limp and lays over
Can I-
its body.
Can I take my other dagger and roll for popping out its eyeball and putting it in my backpack?
Sure.
Sweet. What button's that?
Just do it. You just pop it out and put it in. Doesn't need to be
Yeah, I have a snake eye now.
mega.
Can you take its tongue too? Sometimes you need that for cantrips.
And then I look over at Jordan and say, "Gesundheit." I don't know what that is. I take.
I'm gonna have to make
You
you,
know,
read a character sheet one time.
I look down at this snake and I say, "Waste not, want not," and I cut out the tongue and I throw that in my backpack as well.
Appreciate you.
In the next 3 weeks before we play again because of vacation stuff, I'm gonna need you to actually read your character sheet.
Yep. If you show me where that part's at, I will totally do that.
All right.
I don't think you'll see that ingredient on any of yours because you don't have spells or cantrips. But
Mhm.
I think there's something that specifically needs a snake tongue. Although I don't know if I have it. I don't think I do actually. But somebody does, so it's valuable. There you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, Croup got fucking hit by that snake and then fucking got poisoned and died.
Mhm.
And you guys didn't if you guys would have got to him in time, you might have been able to save him, but he failed his death saving throws.
Man,
Oh damn. Okay.
I was starting to like him. I don't like
Mhm.
goblins, but he was kind of growing on me.
Like a little fungus.
Yeah.
Goodbye, fungus.
There's no longer a fungus among us. Yeah, so you have no friend anymore.
I have no friend anymore. Okay, so look, I killed the snake. I look over. I have a quick moment of silence for the dead, keeled over body of Croup. Now I make my way back over to Dum Dum the cockatoo because he, it's only been 4 minutes apparently.
It's been 10 seconds. I mean,
Yeah.
it's maybe been a minute.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I come back over. And break the bad news to Preston here real quick. That our little buddies kick the shit bucket.
Look, so I think the best plan of action right now is for me to get up there and try to draw them. I think we should just go for it. We've got rid of the wolves. We did a good job with that. We have one less
Mhm.
threat. Dude, go big, go home. If
Mhm.
dude, if it bleeds, we can kill it, man. That's all I say.
Okay.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Fair. So do we go back up to the mouth of this little inlet here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right,
And you guys
so everybody's doing-
saw Harry Potter, right? The second chapter of Deathly Hallows. We know what happened.
So if y'all are, if your plan is just to go, then I think I'm gonna try and scoop Corey because I was right there while y'all were talking.
Oh yeah.
Say, hey, do you want to go die?
Corey?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool.
All right. So,
Corey, you still got your torch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, just a
Oh, you
sec.
moved me. Thank you.
Now, in the meantime, I scooped up Kroop's dead body, and I just tossed into the river.
The like trickle of water that's coming out.
That trickle of water, yeah. But I want it to be known, not before I took out my dagger and I cut out his eyeball and his tongue.
You nasty.
Listen, I'm a firm believer that he could help us in his afterlife.
Yeah,
So-
I'd like to take his ears to
Snake
make a little
tongues?
necklace so that I can remember. So I want that to be known that I have a necklace of Kroop's ears.
All right.
Committed.
So as you guys all kind of gather there, if you're heading up the stream, see like what looks to be like a flare, kind of like you see like an arrow like lit on fire and waved, and then you hear like a mighty roar sound. And suddenly you kind of like look up the passageway, and suddenly you see like this passage just fills with a mighty roar as a huge surge of rushing water pours from above. So like coming down the stream is just like a huge wave of water. And I need everybody to make me a saving throw.
Acrobatics
A
or what kind?
dexterity saving throw.
Is it just a dexterity roll, or is there a specific?
There's a
thing
saving
that's
throw
saving
section
roll?
that's a dexterity save.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Nailed it.
Did mine pop up?
Sean, you did roll the wrong
Yeah.
die, Sean, just so you know.
He said hit dexterity.
No, he
Saving
didn't.
throw.
Saving
No,
throw.
Sean rolled this,
It's showing
which was dex check.
Oh,
instead of dex
saving throw.
save.
Yeah, dex save. It's okay.
What buttons?
It's
Buttons dex save?
it should be a
It-
save. It's.
I mean, it doesn't matter because save would have given you like 2 more, so Rob can just add that in. But on the sheet you sent me, it's in like if you go to the top left corner and go underneath, like it has strength, dexterity, constitution. There's a box just under that says saving throws.
Oh, gotcha.
It's there.
All right.
Thank you.
For con save like 5 minutes ago, Sean.
No, I hit the dexterity button on the same header area right next to Constitution.
All right, so you guys kind of you 3 of you kind of make your save, and you kind of see the water coming, and you kind of jump up and kind of cling onto the wall. Jordan, you get smacked head on with this water. I need you to make me a strength roll to try to grab onto and find purchase somewhere so that you don't get flooded out of this cave. Oh my god.
Sure, you don't want an acrobatics check?
Nope.
So I just want it to be known. I take out my dagger and I cut out his eye and his tongue.
So, Jordan, you find yourself being floated out of this cave, and you smack a couple of rocks on the way out, and you're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage and you find yourself laying wet, damp outside the cave, laying in this cold stream of water, and all you guys seen was Jordan get floated away.
Does he play his flute? Does that do something to save him?
I mean, you should probably put my character where you want my character to be at this point.
I did.
Okay.
You're kind of spitting and sputtering.
Rolling down the river.
I was going to say,
Dun, dun, dun.
He was the only one that got hit by that.
Yeah, everybody else made their saving throw.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1.
What?
Oh, is that how bad? Oh man, I didn't realize you did that.
You gave me 3 points of damage, and you didn't realize I got a nat 1? God damn.
It's fine. There was no like, yeah. All right. So, what are you doing, Jordan? Also, all of y'all's oil.
oh, it's gone. Yeah, we
It's
need
gone.
that. Yep.
And As you
But
get
it's
up,
a lot
look,
like
Jordan,
Okay.
as you get up and look around, you got that. You look at the water and you see all this oil kind of like on the surface, like that multicolored iridescent look to the sheen of the water. You lay there and you're kind of covered. You can kind of smell like oil on your body.
Now,
I'm not
is
going
he
back in
resting
there.
in a
The only way I
is
can
he
see is with fire. So I'm
is
out
he
of the cage
resting
yet.
in an open body of water now? Like, is that water resting or is it moving?
I mean, it's not moving anymore. He kind of like it after
Okay.
it like it's like a surge, and
Mhm.
it just kind of surged out and then
It's pooled up.
pulled. Yeah, it just goes back
Fair.
into the river and just kind of
Okay.
stops. He's like basically laying. He's not drowning. He's just like laying on his back in a little like ankle deep stream,
Mhm.
and it's cold. Corey, what are you doing, man? You haven't talked much.
Did my torch go out when in that? Did I get wet at all?
You did. I mean, you were able. You didn't get wet because you already made your save. You kind of like jumped out of the. You kind of clung to the side of the wall and kind of got out of it. So you still have your torch. It didn't even knock you off balance.
I mean, Corey's kind of proven himself to
Okay.
my character. I might start liking Corey just a little bit more right now. Like, sure, he's got a peg leg, but did he survive the
Yeah.
waterfall?
Oh, yeah.
Yip, yip.
Yeah. Yip and I look at each other and kind of
Hey,
raise our
it's
eyebrows
more
in
aerodynamic in
utter
the water.
surprise.
I guess we just continue moving forward, but
Mhm.
if Jordan's out,
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm covered in oil.
Jordan-
If I go near the fire, I'm gonna catch on fire.
yeah,
And,
Jordan could be backup though. Jordan, you have a
you were
crossbow.
covered in.
I mean, that's what Rob just said. So
You're not
I
really
didn't hear that
covered
part,
in it.
sorry.
You just got like a little sheen of oil on you. It probably wouldn't even light on fire because you're so damp.
I mean, that's not really how oil works.
I mean,
Like, if
it's
it's-
very.
I
I mean,
ru-
if you can record water, if you ever put oil on top of water, you might get like you got it to light. It would just be like a surface type of thing, and there's not that much oil because it's a very little bit of oil. You're fine. I don't think you would.
Like a waterfall that didn't even disturb these three took almost half my health away. You think I'm gonna risk it on some fire? Fuck no. I'll stay at a very, very far distance. I'll follow where I can see the firelight. But
real quick, since
Yes.
my character has never wrote Corey's character a note, I'm gonna pencil in real quick. I think I could love you, and just put it in his pocket and tap it and say yep.
Okay.
All right, let's
So do we
continue.
just keep moving forward then.
Three amigos. Let's keep moving on.
Excelsior.
All right, so who's okay? What's the line of order here?
So it'd be me, Sean, and Corey. We're gonna stay in that order.
I mean, I'm following behind.
And then Jordan's slightly further behind. Yeah.
So I need you guys to move you guys into what order? Because you kind of climb. You don't have very much difficulty climbing up these little escarpments, but you climbed a 6-foot ledge, and then you climbed another 6-foot ledge, and you kind of come to like a section where like there's two different directions to go, left or right.
Sean, get in front of me.
But you said it was you, me, then Corey.
You, me, and then Corey.
That's what I said. You, me, then Corey.
Oh shit, bedrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Probably soaked in water though.
No, because you guys, this is like 20
Yeah,
feet.
this would be higher up.
Yeah, higher up.
Yeah.
So where'd the water come from?
It's a magical
Well,
waterfall,
this is-
Corey.
Just a surge of water, a flash flood.
Somebody
Came
flushed,
from
this
Rob's
tunnel, though,
imagination,
right?
Corey.
somebody flushed the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Can I roll a perception check? Does that little guy see us? Shit.
Oh yeah, they see you as soon as you came up the escarpment. Oh no. Oh. Oh, token. This is annoying. I have got a bunch of.
Right, there's 4 of them and 4 of us. 5 of them and 4 of us.
Oh, actually, there should be one more there. I missed one.
And a little dude baking bread. I think I like him.
That's the guy. That's the guy who hired us. Is that right?
No, he was the bodyguard of the guy that hired.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, as soon as you kind of peek around the corner, Sean, they see you. You see this one goblin grab Sildar and kind of put him to the edge. And he says, "That's far enough. What are you doing here?"
And I said back to him, "I'll show you far enough."
The large cave is divided in half by 10-foot high by 10-foot high escarpments. A steep natural staircase leads from the lower portion to the upper ledge. The air is hazy with smoke and cooking fire, and the pungent from the smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins.
Ooh, gross. So seriously though, he says, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "We came with a message from Croup."
Who's Croup?
Well, Croup was one of the surviving goblins that was in this caravan attack that we stumbled upon. Insert amount of distance away. And he had a dying message to give to, what's the guy's name?
Yimmick.
Yimmick. And he wanted us to give a message to Yimmick. And I'm saying this in Goblin because I speak Goblin.
All right, I need you to give me a deception roll, Sean.
15. I think he trusts me.
What'd you roll?
Ooh, a 9er.
Hold on.
Please tell me I only had to get a 7.
Goblins aren't that
Intelligence is
smart.
pretty low.
And I said it in Goblin too, so he trusts me.
Was that a 9 like total or a 9 that you rolled plus your deception?
5. It was a 5 plus a 4.
Yucky. Yucky.
Yeah. Only I had a flautist to back me up.
True, I would have happily given you bardic inspiration, but
Well, where are you at right now, Chief? You back here just...
I was washed away by a river. Thanks for fucking checking.
Well, I see, but we made the executive decision. We're on a mission. We already lost
I give
Croup.
myself a bardic inspiration. Oh, I can't do that.
So I'm gonna take a piece of paper and write a note real quick. I still love you, and then I'm gonna fold it into a paper airplane, and I'm gonna shoot it to the back of the cave so Jordan can read it to know that I care.
All right, I'm going to give bardic inspiration to everybody before we get into combat.
Yeah. Jordan
We're
climbed
not
that
necessarily in
wall.
combat. A 9 could have been high enough.
Hold on a second. Let's back up a second. So Sean, he looks at you and he says, "First of all, I don't remember anybody named Croup, and you're clearly fucking lying." Sorry.
Wow. And I'm taken back by that and slightly offended.
So what
And
are
then
you really doing here? I suggest you talk quickly, or I'm going to push this man over the edge, and he's not doing very good.
Oh, and we're trying to save that guy too, huh?
And Sildar's like, he's just gonna double cross you anyway. Don't worry about me.
So back behind Sean, I mimic and say, "Gonna have me some fun tonight."
Who are you mimicking?
That's that line from The Predator.
Oh, you're still Predator. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So then I look at him and with sheer shock and disbelief and say, "Well, do you want to hear the message or not?"
You're lying.
Okay,
What
and
are
then
you really doing here?
Well, we came here with specific instructions from Croup to actually take the prisoner farther into the cave and execute him where the dogs. I was back up. We came here with specific instructions to take the prisoner and feed him to the dogs.
You can tell by the look on this goblin's face, he does not believe your lies, and he's never going to believe anything you say after this.
I have
Because you really
intimidation.
think your story.
Sean,
That he knows
tell
you're
him
lying.
that you're not here. Tell him you're not here to help the prisoner. He's never going to believe anything you say.
and then I hear the sweet melodic flautist tunes of the Macarena coming from Jordan, and I'm just like, wait, this is a power song.
I'm not playing a song. I just like whisper to you, and you're inspired because you're really easily inspired. It wasn't with music.
Oh, you just told me? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I really turned you on, and your motor's revving, and you're ready to go.
Okay, I came here to do two things: make love and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Pretty much.
No one else is going to chime in here and be like, "Oh, sorry, we're actually here to do this, that, and the other." What's Corey doing?
Are we seen? Are we all seen by the goblins at this point, or is it just Sean?
He's only seen Sean.
Right, and he's heard. He's heard Preston, or they've heard Preston.
They've heard something.
Yeah. Okay, so what I really say is, look, I was walking along outside in the woods. I heard a commotion inside the cave, and next thing you know, I saw these three starved, real janky-looking wolves just come tearing ass out of the cave. It looks like somebody let your dogs go. And it was just my due diligence to let you know. I'm a dog owner myself.
That's unfortunate, but I don't really have any dealings with those dogs. That's all Clark. Ugh, Clark.
Clark, he sounds like a real asshole.
He is. Hey, you got any help with you?
Oh, me? No, not at all. It's just me, myself, and I walking along these lonely streets, and we saw these three dogs just tear ass across the pond.
Hey, whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on. So since they don't see me yet, I'm back behind there, but they can hear me. Can I mimic one of the goblins' voices that we've heard and tell them that we need we have orders to hand over the prisoner?
Preston, I'm
That's
just
already
saying at this point.
debunked.
Yeah, they know that Sean is lying, and so no amount of changing the story is going to matter because they already think Sean's lying. And Sean was your wingman. He was your point man.
Just convince them that you're lying about something else, so that we can, bend the narrative our way.
Okay. Okay, so look, you caught me. What I'm really here to do is repair that bridge that I saw on my way in here. I was trying to find Clark to find out if he had the supplies I needed to fix that old rotten bridge.
He goes, I mean, give me another deception check, Sean.
Hey, hold on a second.
Please roll 20.
Let me just move my carpentry tools around here real quick.
What'd you say?
Deception check.
Yeah, come on.
He has Bardic Inspiration now. I did give Bardic Inspiration.
That gives you like a 1d4. He gets to roll too, right?
It's a 1d6.
1d6.
Okay, come on, Mama needs a new
pair of shoes. Is that like in addition to whatever stat he's rolling?
Yeah, and he can decide whether or not to use it after he rolls.
So what does that button do?
You have an 8 if you want to use it, Sean. Or 9. You have a 9.
Yeah, what's my other option? What's the other option?
You can use your Bardic Inspiration and roll 1d6 for what you'd add to that. But I have a strong suspicion you're going to fail it either way.
Yeah, so I roll a d6?
He did.
It's up to you.
He got a 2, and he rolled a 7, so that put him at a 9 if he uses it.
Oh, if he rolls it, he's got to use it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I rolled it. So I thought everybody could see my rolls, yeah. So I got a 9er.
No, I can't see your rolls.
You have to go to you'd have to go to the game log.
Don't know what that means.
Well, there's a game log. If you go to the D&D Beyond campaign page, you can see the game log. All right, so Sean, he says if you're here to fix the bridge, why are you lying? He goes, that damn bridge is shaky as hell. Like, if two people try to walk across it, it's going to break. So, yeah,
Right,
we
and
want
that's
somebody to fix the bridge.
and it's me. I'm your guy, Johnny on the spot.
But why lie?
Why lie about what?
You lied about why you were here up until that
Can-
point.
Now, see, I'm
Can we hear
offended. I
them?
feel
Yeah, you can hear them. The water, like the sound of the water isn't as high up in the tunnels.
All right.
So I look back and-
shout in Goblin from behind him. For God's sake, Quazga, they obviously don't believe us. We're from another goblin encampment. We came to scout. They don't see me, but I shout that up.
How many of you are back there?
7.
Oh, yes, and I'm going to mimic a couple different goblin voices.
Okay.
I will also cast my cantrip for that. Mimic a couple more voices.
So
Goblin voices.
when he asks, anytime that Yimmick talks, you see the little goblin boss right behind him. He'll just kind of repeat like on A Christmas Story, when the bully starts something, the little jerk goes, "Yeah, you tell him, Yimmick," and he's
Yeah, the
like,
hype man.
"Yeah, he's kind of like the hype man," and Yimmick's like, "Okay, sounds like you guys have a lot of help. Here's the thing, we don't like Clark," and he goes, "Yeah, we hate Clark. Clark's bad." And you kind of see Yimmick look over his shoulder, and the other guy kind of shuts up for a second, and he says, "Listen, I want you to go over there and kill Clark. If you kill Clark, come back, we give you Sildar, and we just take over this cave. You'll never see us again. We won't bother you."
Deal.
Okay, so tell me this: how far away is Clark, and how long is that journey going to take us?
It's just on the other side of the cave.
Okay, and what would you need as proof as far as killing Clark? In the goblin encampment that we're a part of, when we kill something, we always come back and prove its death by showing them its eyeball and its tongue.
We want his head.
Deal.
Oh. And what's this guy look like?
He just looks like your typical goblin. He's dressed a little better. He looks a little tougher. He looks a little meaner. He has more teeth.
Okay.
I thought Clark was the bugbear.
Clark is the bugbear.
I don't think we can just accept this outright. I think you should, as a show of good faith, since we're going to be walking past you anyway, you should let your prisoner go. Some of us will escort him back.
Absolutely not.
Well, then I'm not
Sildar
so
stays
sure
here
we want to
with
walk
me.
past.
That's up to you.
What about giving us one of your goblin companions to help out?
Yeah, we're gonna need at least 2 of you guys to help us out because everyone knows it takes a solid 9 goblins to attack.
We lost
here.
Crute to that snake, and we're upset about it. And we'd like an extra person in our party.
That is out of the question. If there are 7 of you, it should be enough to overwhelm Clark.
That was a smart decision there.
All right, let's just go
Well,
for it.
Corey just walked by.
He's gonna sneak past.
We're gonna say we're gonna leave 3 of our companions at the entrance just to make sure that we're not double crossed. So the 4 of us will go take care of this.
Preston passes me a note and I read it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna leave 3 of our best soldiers out to lay watch while our 4 strongest competitors go on to take on this Clark asshole. Before we go, do you guys have any food and bandages?
If you're so tough, why do you need food and bandages?
Who doesn't need food and bandages? And I'm going to even further say, I'm not even going to ask you a second time. I'm going to say, give me food enough for my 4 strongest warriors and some bandages.
I'm going to cast sleep. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna cast sleep, right like there.
Where
Or
I'm
like
sorry,
there.
hit it again.
It's like in the back. Hold up, let me double check my range. I don't want Sean to fall asleep. Although I could just thump him on the forehead if he does. Yeah, basically that circle in the middle there.
Okay.
Yellow
And
dot.
how many feet is that spell?
It's 20. You know what? Actually, hold up.
You could probably get them all in there. The problem is you've got to roll the die to see how many of them will actually go.
Right.
And it starts with the people with the least amount of hit points.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna try for them all. So functionally, wherever, like it's probably more like right there.
Oh, right. Jordan does that. I'm gonna go get something to drink, so I'll be right back.
Okay. Also, Jordan, if you just hit the button down and hold it, you should ping it, and that way I kind of get the idea where you're putting. Because you've got like 3 different marks now. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I was trying to do the math on. Is there an erase? No. Cool. I was trying to do the math on where.
Is it 20 feet? Is that what it is? 20 feet?
Yeah, it's 20 feet, so it'd
Oh,
have to be like
you could literally put it in the middle and get all, except for maybe
I
that
thought
one.
each. Right, I thought each square was 5 feet, so basically I was just going to go
but
to the front circle there.
It's 20 feet out, so like where the center is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, yeah, I'm going to cast Sleep, so that is.
And you also know you're going to hit Sildar with this too, right?
Yeah, but.
He's only got 1 hit point.
Okay, well, so he'll fall asleep nicely. So I do 5d8.
Yeah.
Keep it to the basics.
So 14 hit points.
That's it?
Yeah.
So you put Sildar to sleep and 1 goblin.
God damn, these goblins are high level, or they have a lot more hit points.
They only have 7
goblins.
hit points. They only have 7 hit points each. So with Sildar, Sildar puts Sildar to sleep. That's 1 hit point, and you put one together, another one that's 8, and then there's not enough points to put a second one.
All right.
Oh, I see how it works.
Sleep is kind of a useless spell, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is. It's good. It's good if you don't have that many enemies trying to like. It's good for like crowd control if you got 2 or 3 enemies. But
these must be like level 2 or 3 goblins then, huh?
No, level 7 or like 7 hit points is the number of goblin hit points. It's always been. You rolled a lot better. You rolled a lot better that first time.
I mean, maybe.
Because you put them all to sleep, and so that would have been
right.
That would have been 28.
Yeah, but they were also pretty damaged as well, weren't they? Or so,
no, they weren't damaged at all because they had killed Sean and well, they almost killed Sean and they killed Preston. And
oh, I was looking at an older reference. It is 7 hit points. Shit, I thought it was 4. Oh,
do you want to take back your action then? I'll let you take back your action since you.
I mean, if I can, then sure, but I understand, if it's not fair.
Yeah. I'll let you do it this time.
Sure. Well, then, sorry for all that, everybody.
What I missed?
Hey, baby, we're learning.
What happened?
No, he didn't actually cast sleep because he was
basically. Yeah. I saw an old reference for goblin hit points, and I thought it was only 4 hit points per goblin. So I thought I'd be able to get more of them than I possibly could have here.
Okay.
Even in the best situation, I only would have gotten like 4 of them.
Which would have been enough to probably give you guys an upper hand to fight, but
sure. And if we fight, I'll probably do the whole sleep thing again. But
yeah, I think at this point, like, look, guys, they think 3 of them are in the mouth of the cave taking guard. We got the 4 of us. Let's forget this nonsense about food and bedroll, and let's go kick this bear bug's ass.
I'm going to use, instead of sleep, I'll use what's it called? Oh, do I not have it yet? What's that? the bardic, like the long rest thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I have the Song of Rest or something. I think you don't get that
Yeah.
till second or third level.
Well, shit. Never mind then. Second level. Okay, well, never mind. I don't do shit.
And y'all should have never got Croup killed. I'm just saying.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. I mean,
Yeah, in our defense, we didn't know he was going to meet a snake.
yeah.
Maybe that's why you don't split the party ever.
Maybe that's why you don't split the party.
Look, if Croup didn't know that there was a massive snake in his own goblin lair, fuck Croup. I love the little guy,
man.
but he was a useless piece of shit. He
Yeah.
got himself killed.
Yeah.
I like how quickly you guys have turned on Croup.
I don't know. I kind of want to try it again when we're done with this encounter, so we can get another little companion. You know,
Right. Somebody way better than useless Croup.
Croup 2.0.
Yeah, dum-dum. One-eyed, no-toned Croup back there, am I right? And I kind of elbow Preston.
So, what are you guys doing?
I guess we're going to fight Clarg.
I mean, what are our odds of just murdering all 5 of these goblins? I'd say slim to nil based on our first encounter with a bunch of
Well,
goblins.
considering there's also 6 of them.
Yeah.
I only count 5, but I wasn't, oh, there's one up there, yeah.
Yeah, I think let's go kick this bugbear's ass. That's the best course of action. You know,
I think that's the only course of action,
Yeah.
right? Unless we
There's
just want to be like,
probably
all right,
another 6 goblins up by him. Since there were
Up by-
12 in this cave.
up by Croup.
Yeah. Another
I mean-
5 and then him.
And Bugbear, that's what we're going to kill, right? Not a goblin, but a bugbear.
Correct.
So it doesn't look like old bloated corpse McGee back there. I can't just cut his head off and walk in there and like toss
No.
it on one of those beds and be like, "Here you go."
No.
yeah, we actually
Okay.
gotta go do it. We gotta kill it.
He's the big bad, huh?
Yeah, unless Jordan has like a deception.
I was just
spell.
about to say that. I do have the possibility of minor illusion, but if they
So-
investigate, then like if they came up and like, here, give it to me, toss it to me, or something like that, we'd be kind of fucked.
Yeah,
And you kind of get the idea this is the kind of goblin that's going to want to touch it.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just go
Little dirty
kill this
little
thing.
pervert.
I'll let you. I'll let you have the notable kill and chop its head off. Chop, chop. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so which way are you guys going?
Wherever.
It tells you it's across the cave.
Let's go across the cave.
Across the cave. What direction across the cave?
Like we
He
gotta
says-
go this way.
Yeah, if you go that way, you have to cross the bridge.
Uh huh.
And if you go back the way you came, you'd have to go underneath the bridge and climb up that way.
Mm-hmm. I'd say we go. Oh, man, I almost want to say we go under the bridge.
Yep, I agree.
All right.
Think so?
Under the
Because I'm
bridge.
also curious about what we saw. We saw some figure walking away underneath that bridge earlier.
How long is a short rest?
Over the bridge. It was on top of the bridge, not under the bridge.
Oh, it was. I thought that you said under the bridge. Okay.
And that's also when you seen the fire light up, and then that's when you guys got screamed by the water surge.
Okay.
Or-
Can we? If we go back to where the wolves work, can we do a short rest?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
All right. Let's do that. Let's go back here real quick as a party.
Yeah.
Short rest.
What? Be able to grab Corey. Well, let me grab Corey and move him. Okay. Don, you gonna go back there with the rest of them?
Yeah, I'm just kind of eyeballing these goblins one last time. Let them know that I mean business.
How long until you think we're at a stopping point?
Just say what you need your stopping time to be, and we'll work around that, man.
Well, I'm exhausted. Mondays are my long days, so
Mm.
I mean, we could
Get
probably
up
go
at
ahead and stop
8.
now if you don't think you can go on a little further.
I mean, I hate to cut the fun short, but are you guys okay with that?
Sure.
Hey, I'm up for whatever, man. If it's going to be a pain in your butt, we can just go ahead and stop now.
Yeah, because like I mean, this Monday thing was kind of a last kind of minute thing. Well, not really last minute, but you know, it's not our normal time, and I know that Mondays might be harder for you than Sundays would be. So that's
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
fine. If everybody wants to do a short rest and then heal themselves up, use their hit dice or whatever if they need them, and then we'll just go ahead and call it for tonight. And then also give me time to fix up. I may just keep using Roll20 until they get some more features into the maps. I don't know why it's not working. Or maybe next time before the game starts, I might try to get everybody in here a little early and see if we can get that working.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time maybe we'll give it so that next time we would probably play would be, because it would be 3 weeks from yesterday. So October 29th, I think.
Sunday the 29th.
Yeah.
Preston, are you back by then?
Yeah, I'm back by then.
Okay.
No,
Sunday the 29th, when did you want to do our episode? Do you want to record Sunday afternoon?
hold on, let's just let Corey end the stream. You gotta go ahead and end your stream, Corey.
Yeah, we should probably end that.
Oh, I forgot you were recording.
I don't know that we have anybody watching at the moment, but if you do, thanks for watching. We will be